Yo, what is up, everybody? The dude, the rebel, the guy that steps to the next level. It's your boy King Sergeant, aka Level 92, saying what is up, and want to welcome everybody to another glorious day of a KeeKlip. Sorry, this here is KeeKlip 207, season 4, episode 7, and we got 3 more until we hit 10. And 10, I promise you, is going to be another great one. Okay, and I probably think of something else to do for the other 2 beyond that time. Anyways, so before we get to today's review, let's do a little recap. 205, we took a trip to St. Charles for a fantasy shop. In St. Louis, of course, for a fantasy shop yard sale. And didn't really buy anything, but still a good sale. And in the last KeeKlip, we looked at the Scanners Commander set, or the Scanners. And one of the, not really a rare toy in my book, but one of the coolest toys back in the day. And thank God we got one. So, scan some monsters. And so for today's KeeKlip, we're going to be doing a little vlog. I know I've been doing vlogs since the update, basically, or some cases. And for today, surprisingly, me and my friend was talking about this, hanging out one time, and it just came to mind. For those of you that are familiar with Cartoon Network, there was a cartoon block called Toonami. So that's basically the whole clip is about. Now, for those of you that knows what Cartoon Network is, great. Now, Toonami, that started back in 97, but I didn't realize it until like 99 or 2000, was its own block from 4 o'clock to 5. And it basically showed, some of the most coolest animes. And the first block I remember when I first watched it was Sailor Moon, Reboot, Dragon Ball Z, and Ronin Warriors, my favorite of all animes. And from that time on, it started to change to different ones. And because when I first started watching Cartoon Network, it was like around first grade. Because beforehand, Nickelodeon was the big thing for me, or that was the only channel I knew. And then when I started doing Cartoon Network, it was cool. But then when I started watching Toonami, I was thinking like, wow. God, it's first grade. Yeah, first grade for me for starting that. And even like just coming out to school, and just getting ready to turn the TV on, and when 4 o'clock hits, that's when Toonami's on. And for one, I didn't know it was called anime at first, because I thought it was a regular cartoon. And then again, you're just young. And then once you grow up, great. But, Toonami at that time, it was cool. And they started changing animes like every year or so, or every season. Like, back when I was in 3rd grade, after that block was done, we had Zoids, we had Gundam, we had Big O, we had Cowboy Bebop. We just had like a whole set range of animes, which I actually have some, by the way. It was just so cool. Basically just nothing but good action in there. I know Nickelodeon, they have their own things, but Cartoon Network just having its own stuff as well, but also just having its own anime block. And I don't think. Yeah, because I don't think there was an anime blocking for Nickelodeon at the time, because it was just mostly cartoons. But it was just something great. And the funny thing was, I don't think I saw it until like later. But it had a good run, like I said, from 97, and then once 2008 hit, that's when it kind of just apparently just left. I think it was just like done or something at the time, but after that, it had a last episode, and I was like, man, because now the only thing was like the whole thing kind of changed. Now, the guy that hosted it was called Tom, and he was like I want to say he's like a robot or some futuristic type one. Like the first one, it was more of just like a robot in a helmet, and then after and it was also on a spaceship for one. Even the promos and the bumpers were awesome. And he changed a little bit after the years. But then like once Cartoon Network kind of took a big change, they gave Tom a face. And then of course they had some other robots with the same features in cases. And like I said, so that ended. And also I just remember Toonami also had I think Toonami did it. I want to say for sure, I don't know. But they had Samurai Jack. And speaking of which, for those of you that are now knowing, Samurai Jack is going to make one final season on March the 11th, and I hope to watch that. because like I said, I will be on the road at that time for that video. But if I don't watch it, I could try my best to revisit it. But that was another good show of mine. But yeah. So, but like I said, with Toonami, had a good run, and then recently or a few years back, like 2000, I want to say 10 or 11, depending. It made its way to like the nightly scene. Like it would be, I think it would be like where Adult Swim was, one of the other things. And mostly you have to wake up like early in the morning, and this would be like on a Saturday night, Sunday morning to when you watch Toonami. And now you have stuff like Hunter x Hunter, you have Bleach, I think you have like Samurai Champloo, Afro Samurai, sorry. And, it's having like a newer generation animes. But like I said, for me, Toonami was awesome. Watching animes at that time and just having that block for like an hour, and it's 4 episodes, and they're like 20 minutes, 20 minutes, so it would make sense. But my favorite shows from there, it was always my one is gonna be Ronin Warriors, then it's gonna be Zoids, Cowboy Bebop, Big O, and Big O is like a Batman version of anime, basically some millionaire but with a giant robot, and he did have a car. But yeah, that's basically what Toonami was all about. And like I said, it's still back, just on a nightly basis, basically on the weekends. So if you ever do happen to look at it, cool. If you ever get a chance to, go to some other clips or go to some other videos and check out some of the old bummers and promos, because I promise you, Toonami back then was awesome. It's still awesome today. I know I don't get to watch it that much because I either be out or I'll be knocked out. And that's going to be doing it for today's KeeKlip. Just another quick thing I want to do before I hopefully make a big announcement soon. So, like always, follow me on Facebook, Keen Sargent, or facebook.com/do1192. Also find me on Instagram and Twitter, do1192, and also on Snapchat, do1192. Until next time, stay tuned for 207. I'll see y'all when I want to see y'all. Peace out. Stay awesome.